Okay, I think we're good now. Okay. Quick type in chat. Just quick put in the usual places that I'm back on. Sorry about that, power surged. Happens sometimes when there's thunder, even though there's not even any fucking rain. Real sorry about that. Here we go. That's me! Here we go. It's Mike. Mike got pet. Hey, nice to meet ya. It's me, Motormouth Mike, the microphone who croons and groans. Nice of you to drop by. Not at all? No. Look with your private eyes. It's a private room, see? We're live, we're on air, we're recording you a background noise. Get out. But these 48 volts ain't gonna be just for show. Yeah, last time he managed to, knock out the power in my fucking house with them 48 volts. Mike combs his head back. The mouse was bitten. Oh, right, I need to say this. Touch me, you'll lose a finger, dumbass. That's right, it's me, Mike. Always has been, always will be. They call me Motormouth. They call me Motormouth because I never stop talking, ever. Sure you heard me, you did, didn't you? Can't tune me out, no siree, yes siree. Always on the air, in the air, all around you, even within you. Now get out. Saying you're a friend inside me? That's not fucking possible. I can't go left and right. Like, and it fell down before they were through being at the bottom of the screen. So I couldn't do anything about that. Mike is definitely a microphone. Mike got pet. Mike all day, Mike all night. The best and most beloved, Tenno's favorite, huh? Mike is truly the strongest this time. Yeah, he's got an attack that's set up incorrectly. Always there for him, never not there. I'm always there, never not. I do his therapy, his psychology, his analogies, his first aid, his last aid, his lemonade, his grenades, his eye drops, his no drops, his cough drops. I tuck him in at night, I play his bedtime programs, I sing his theme song, and most of all, I record everything he ever says, and even some things he never says. Knock it out. I think Mike needs a little break. Be back in a sec. Mike seems to be a little too into the jazz music. Mike got pet. Pet duck kitties. Mike dances silently, as he always does. Mike got pet. Hey, don't look shocked, it's me, Mike! Mike, who famously loves to talk. Gonna talk right now, listen. You hear? Those are great, right? Real verbose. Oh, Jesus. Mike seems to be a little too into the jazz music. Mouse offered you a fruit bonus. Just teal Chris while we can. It was effective. But look a little different. What's the big deal? I had to change my outfit. That little costume was so cramped. That's what was tiring me out. I still feel miserable. Miserable, I said. Miserable. Whoa. Okay, okay. Alright, that's enough already. Not feeling quite myself. I think I really need to take a break. I said I think Mike really needs to take a break. Ooh. Mike considers manipulating the volume. Mike got pet. Nice to meet you, it's me, Big Mouth Mike. They calls me that because I don't shut up, you see? It's a private room. We got private eyes. We've been investigating you. We like what we see. Keep it up. Right. Mike seems slightly uncomfortable in their jacket. Mike got pet. Nice to meet you some more. I'm still Mike. Big Mouth Mike. Or I mean, Motor Mouth Mike. My name's Motor Mouth Mike. Yeah, Modern Mouth Mike, you know. This ain't so bad. I wonder if they nerfed the mic fight, because I remember this being really annoying before. But I frequently not taking much damage, or maybe just the mouse method is way better than what I was trying to do. And again, it's me, Modern Mike, and my mouth is big because I talk a lot. Motor Mouth Mike, my name is Motor Mouth Mike. Yeah, what he said. I'm Motor Mike. Motor Mouth. Yeah. A little forgiving on that, at least. The cat paws coming and going. What does Mike say next? Don't ask that idiot, you're Mike! Oh, he is. Why can't I say whatever I want? Alright, that's it. Triple Mike? Look, I admit it, there's more than one Mike, more than one. Now that you know, there's no way we can let you out of here alive. Why? Mike is definitely... Mike got pet. Usually we split this all up. One Mike does all the talking. One Mike is the muscles. And one Mike listens. You gotta have a Mike that listens. In theory, I suppose. Right. Gotta... I'll put the blue ones in. Which one's the real Mike? Mike got pet. Everyone thinks there's only one Mike. One! But there ain't. There's, 2. 3! Sorry, I forget him because he doesn't talk. And I guess I see what you mean, but... this part's bullcrap. Maybe I have more time to react than I thought I did, though. Okay, mics are getting ready to turn it up. Mouse is big. You only get... Oh, no, you can heal them every time. Hey, you. Lay off, idiot. We can't let this get out, no. People knew there was more than one Mike. Everyone would want to be Mike. We're not letting that happen. Boys, it's time for our ultimate attack. Ow. Whoop. Accidentally clicked out of the game. Deltarune, come back! Not happy that can happen, and then it just refused to come back up for, like, several seconds. Gotcha. Just had to keep petting it. Alright, hang on a sec. I think I actually dragged my entire model out. Spirit Delt's a harder in there. What? No way! Also hate that they auto-scroll their text. Hey, wait, these are our normal attacks. Alright, take out your gun, buddy. Wait, timeout, timeout! Sorry, I admit it. It was so hard doing what Tenna wanted, I couldn't do it alone. I needed more mics. Along the way, I forgot who I really was. You guys, help me remember. Walter, put your gun away, Walter. I'm the only Mike, the real one. These two guys are fakes. Beat them up! Make them pay for being so stupid! Alright, I admit it, none of us are actually Mike. We're just kinda in charge of Mike's room, unofficially. Tenna's always talking to Mike, right? You see, sometimes he wants to come to this room and visit him. It's been that way since TV World. He gets really moody if Mike isn't there. Takes it out on us. Now here's the thing about that. Mike has never been here, not once! In order to stop Tenna from getting his nose twisted up, we just started taking turns pretending to be him! You know what the weird thing is? It actually worked! As long as there's a Mike, Tenna actually believes it! Obviously we couldn't let you in here, you'd snitch. It's too late now. Our conspiracy is busted. Just, before you tell Tenna, let me ask you one last thing. Sure. Who's Mike? Who is he? Average Deltarune theorist. Because none of us have ever seen him. None of us, ever. Every time Tenna asks Mike to do something, it's either like, he just does it himself, we do it secretly, or it just sort of happens. So who's Mike? Who is he? Is he just Tenna's imaginary friend? Is he Tenna's alter ego? Like some alternate personality or something? Why the hell does he get so much love and attention? Oh, you fed a breadcrumb to a bunch of starving ducks. What did you expect? This well-adjusted Deltarune theorist. Yeah. The weather guys are second in command. What does that make him? What if it's us? Us? Yeah, we were pretending to be Mike doing stuff. If we pretend to be Mike, we's actually Mike. What? It's always been us? Where'd the idea of Mike come from in the first place? Beats me. This doesn't make any sense. What about you guys? You came to this room. Are you guys Mike? Are you? Huh? Are ya? Are ya? Ah, I give up. As long as someone's Mike, it'll work out. Average one has at least 3 cork boards. You're not wrong. I'll admit I've got 4. You know, plastering my wall here. I suppose we also don't need to be here. Yeah. I don't like that there's no reward for that, other than just a cutscene, but it's not like you can use items in it anyways. I don't really like looking at this sort of thing. Yeah, Chris wouldn't like red string corkboards after what their dad does. Way, way, way down the hall. I forget what's down here, actually. Nothing. Up. Giant Mike. So, I'll tell you what I think about Mike. Something darker yet darker. So I'll tell you what my thoughts on Mike are. Mike was meant to just be a joke about, you know, the off-screen, what's the word? Helper? The stagehand. And because it was a TV set, you can't see Mike. Everything is the stage. If you see the stagehand, then the TV's dead. So Mike was always supposed to be someone off-screen at all times. But because Chapter 2 came out first, and all those theories spread out instead of 2 and 3 coming out together, like may have been intended briefly, well, gotta do what you gotta do. Bluey, Jongler, Batat. I'm not too into the minigames. Go over here. Admittedly, Yeah, I managed to T-rank this yesterday. It was wild to me. TV time, play it. Let's play normal, why not? Let's do a little bit of this. Nothing too hard on the fingers I gotta do today, so... I'm not great at this. I'm not great at that, I don't feel. 7 missed notes. I mean, it was 9 before when I got a T rank, so who knows. S rank, sure, I'll take it. Like I said, I'm not great at these. I'm only decent at rhythm games, I think. Look, I know this guy can't talk. Seems to be really like his job. Let's just let him do it. Ask for help? Yes. Got it. Need any tips? Sure. Alright, listen up. Keeping in mind is just for fun. Time your notes well to get gold notes. There might be some lag. Just adjust on the fly. DNX play the notes. You can press left or right to play the notes too. Or mix and match. Made a mistake? Quit or restart by pressing C. That's all. So, my tip for anyone having a lot of trouble trying to do Z and X or left and right is a little easier than Z and X, because of how your fingers are. My tip is use Z and right. So you have a different hand set to the different notes. I find that much easier on the brain, and also a lot easier on the muscles. Like, when it's just Z and X, I feel like I'm knitting a sweater with my fingers, and I'm gonna shatter it. Music shop is closed. Everyone's busy this time. Welcome, travelers. I know what you're going to say. Oh no, there's no shame in it. Fought the knight, didn't you? We all know there's no winning there. What? You got the Shadow Crystal? I see. So you're able to recover the Shadow Mantle. That's odd. Chris, where did you find it? Well, never mind that. You got the crystal, that's all that matters. Now you've got 3. Only 2 more and we should have enough. To make something I think you'll quite enjoy. But good luck. I'll be taking that shadow crystal. Strange. By all reasonable means, the strength of your next opponent could be enough to already ring the bell on your defeat. But for some reason, I can't help but think you may win. What is this feeling? Hope? Whatever it is, it's quite funny. The next opponent, the Hammer of Justice, should in theory be impossible to fight, but we actually kind of got this. You again or not? Yeah. Ooh la la, we are doing the wildlife fashion shoot. So adorable, so admirable. What a pose. Boom. Hammer of Justice is arguably the easiest, it's mostly due to character writing. Yeah. It's also easy because, like, it's literally built for you to win trying it enough times. And you don't feel bad when you lose to it, you're like, ah, dang it. Well, I'm gonna be a lot better next time. It's very good. If you can only get 1 Shadow Crystal, it's gonna be that one. Like, in theory, I feel like Gerson might genuinely be the strongest of the secret bosses, actual stat-wise, because you can't hurt him. Literally, it's impossible to do damage to him, but... you know? He's not there to stand in your way. He's there to help you move forward. Doing an absolutely reprehensible job of protecting the jail. Know what they say? I'm sure I do, but explain it anyways. He'll leave soon too. He's old. Lore-wise, he should be the strongest. Because he's such a chill guy, he wants you to win. Exactly! If the other kings realized you could just go out the back of this thing. Pish and posh, was I really the only one serious about being imprisoned? That's fine. Golden Sam, Cage whose head you can talk to, and I have fine. Only a single crown remains. Kings and animals left to seek their fortune. What a drag, what a drag. Oh. Don't cry, Papa. This jokester will make your belly laugh like jelly. A new court jester, eh? Let us see it. Hey, Kingy Doodle, it's me, the new funny, Mr. Antenna. I can do dances, prances, practical jokes. Clean your son's ears. Hee. Hey, what did the playing card say to the television? Leave. Yeah, he did, huh? Tough audience today, folks. It's too modern, too relevant. Oh, oops, I tripped. Hey, don't laugh at my misfortune, Good work, son. I like this one. I mean, they like me, they really like me. Oh, Tenna. Like I said, on this file, I'm gonna try to keep him around until... see if there's a chapter you can eventually give him to Noelle. What? Well, you hear, since you beat all the Shadow Crystal bosses at least once, you shouldn't have to beat them to get a crystal for a new playthrough. Just need to get the egg starting for chapter 1. Exactly. Yeah, once you've beaten a boss once, you don't have to again to get their thing. I think it's so long as you've beaten them in that file slot before. So, for example, I I think I've beaten them in all 3 slots now by this point. Well, I don't think I've beaten them on the 3rd slot. Whatever. So if I played Chapter 1, I think I just get all the crystals as I go. The eggs you still gotta find.
Soon you will meet your demise by the knight's hand. We lived, idiot. What? You met the knight? A rare show of mercy, I suppose. With their full strength, you'd be splattered. What were they like?
They seemed a little...
A little? A little what? You know, a little... You know? A little what? Draw a picture, wench!
Yes, sir?
It was he, the clown, that told me the knight's brilliance.
We lived, idiot. One of the best Susie lines, totally.
About the fountain glory and how I would rise to power. Funny little man. How his jokes and dances made us chuckle. Shame he had to be tricked away by his closest companion. The magician Sham, whose smile has gone empty since that day.
Magician Sham, who's Azrael's wallpaper. Or in one of Azrael's wallpapers. Delete the file you beat them on, or make a new file in the slot and still get the crystal. Ask this question a lot in other places. Just don't want to get super stressed again in your first playthrough. I totally get it. And, tell you what, I'm going to quick double check how exactly the shadow crystals work right now to try to give you, just some reassurance. Okay. Let me see. Parties defeated Jevil in any save file, but did not in the current or otherwise lost Jevil's reward item. They can find the first shadow crystal and either the knife or tail by inspecting the hole. Party gives the second crystal to Sham. We've not given them the first. Sham hints at this, mentioning the party did not collect the crystal, but that if they ever have defeated him, that it will show up nearby. Also applies to Chapter 3 Shadow Crystal and the Black Shard in Chapter 4. Will not receive the Shadow Crystal boss. Okay, I don't think this has been updated properly, but how it seems to work is if you've beaten them in any file, then you can go to that hole to the left of Castletown and you can find one of their boss items and the crystal, but only in the chapter immediately afterward. You have to remember to get that. I'm pretty sure you still get the crystals too. You could do it all again if you have to. You've done it before. Just don't want to have to redo that emotionally. Hey, look, you saw what an emotional wreck I was fighting the knight again the other night. Like, literally, I had to take a break because I was shaking so bad. Like, the knight is emotional fucking turmoil. Like, that is akin to torture. I have a surprise for you two. We could go in your rooms.
Huh? Rooms they're combined?
Just for today. I thought we could use the space for a tea party. I'll also say, I don't think normal route Spamton is that hard. He's honestly not that bad. Jevil, I totally get not wanting to fight him a bunch of times. I think a lot of my beating him on this file was luck. That I happened to get heals and, like, at the correct times from the pirouettes. Completely get it. The only reason it wasn't as bad for you is because you're obsessed with that fight. Yeah, I totally get it. Like, I'm not looking forward to Mew Mew, but I don't think I'm going to be as stressed about it this time. With the powers combined, Tea Party assemble!
A tea party?
Sit.
Hit me, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, this is pretty good.
Thanks. I got help from Swatch. Chris, would you like any?
2 of them, please. Bonk, bonk.
There.
And here's the tea.
Look for you two. Hardest, most least stressful, or if you were Jevil, Knight, Pink, Spamton, and Gerson. Gerson is pure, like, low stress. I feel like I'm dancing playing that. Because even if I lose, I'm like, oh, I'll just try again with my heal super powered up from doing it the first time. Oh no. If anything, I want to fail his more so I get more opportunities to practice Susie's thing. Like, Gerson is chill as hell. It's like, I'm having fun in Gerson's fight. Spamton is like, ooh, I gotta put in some work, but it's honestly not that much worse than, say, most chapter bosses. Pink, I think I just need more practice. I switched Jevil and Knight. Jevil is quite stressful for me. But, yeah. I've apparently got him. I've got his patterns down decently well. But then the Knight, I'm just... I think part of it's PTSD from fighting it the first time. Because... I don't know if you know this about me, Challenger. I beat the Knight before the Knight was nerfed. Night fight is hard not only in-game, because a tiny Toby Fox enters your brain and starts beating you up from the inside. Unavoidable bomb attack. Skill issue. Yeah. I think I just need to properly practice Pink's fight. Because I did it one time, but I spammed revive mints, which tells me if I actually got good at it, I could probably no-mint it. Because the Knight... I think the Knight is just your mint tax. It's like, you've been getting the mints in the other chapters? Use them. Kinda funny. I always thought tea parties were for wimps. I mean, don't get me wrong, they still are, but... feels like when I'm with you guys... I don't even need to think about that.
Aw, Susie.
Guess your stupid attitude's been rubbing off on me.
You crashed Chris into a locker 2 days ago, and now you are the best friends ever. PTSD for Jevil. Legit haven't fought him since your first playthrough. May have heard how badly it struck me during that week before Chapter 5 had you feeling like a fraud and a failure. Challenger, I don't know if you remember this, but you came into my chat, like, talking about this. I very much heard it. Like, you were talking to me about that. I think because I'm probably one of the most Deltarune people you knew at the time. Okay, a YouTube video I had queued up just suddenly started playing for some reason. Probably because I reopened my tabs after everything. That is like the impossible quiz skip check. You gotta save up those 6 revive mints. I didn't use all 6. I only used 3, but I don't think I got all 6. On topic, I love this scene. Oh yeah, this scene's great.
I don't want to say if it gets soft, but just always had to be tough, you know? Now it just feels like I have options.
Yeah. You could say Susie is now... what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe she's a little more... She has a little more, freedom?
Aw, Susie. Changed so tremendously since I met you. No, rather, you've finally just been able to... be yourself.
Say that again. What'd you just say? Say that again. I have mentioned when shit finally works out well enough that I can get a new model, and also someone who feels comfortable making a wheelchair and a tail. Because a lot of people are not comfortable trying to do a wheelchair model, and that's fine. I still want to have these sunglasses, these shades. Maybe bigger, more styled like Vash the Stampedes, but I want to have an alt color of the Spamton shades, the deal makers. Note the cinematography. Susie and Rawl stay on the bright colored sides of the room. Meanwhile, Chris is in the middle, the dark portion of the room, cut off from both. Yeah. Do notice it's quite frequent that those two will be doing stuff and Chris will be sitting somewhere darker. Like, I could have done that in Chapter 3, but actually forgot to go to the RAM room.
I just feel so proud of you, Susie.
Hey, you've changed too, dude.
Darker? Hey, it's dark. It's darker.
before. You're all stuck up about being good, right?
Like some kind of darkener? How do we get to reference 2 shit superhero movies in a row? Fan 4-Stick and Suicide Squad. Not to be confused with The Suicide Squad, which is actually kind of fun. And continues on in Chapter 5, too. Chris slowly isolating themselves from the group. Yeah, absolutely. Chris, I don't think it's necessarily intentional in this spot right here, but in a lot of ways, especially moving forward, I think Chris definitely feels unworthy of their friendship. Rose is vaguely aware that Chris is at least aware that Chris has opened at least one of the fountains by this point. I honestly am not sure if Chris opened the second fountain or not. And I think it's very unlikely Chris opened the first one. Though on that topic, something I'm still wondering. Like he has some sort of friend inside of him. It's like he's in some kind of snow grave. Reason you think Mew Mew is such a hard boss, because you have no anti-cat armor, suck at dodging on a keyboard. Well get your cheater box out, Green Ghost. The anti-cat, I actually forgot to put it on for Mew Mew when I was doing that too. So apparently only Chris can put it on. Need my cheater box. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So, the third fountain was opened to try to get Toriel, but they caught Undyne instead. The fourth fountain, again, opened most likely to try to find Toriel. Once they realized she wasn't there, get the hell out of there. The fountain in Chapter 5, to catch Asgore. That makes sense. Why the second fountain? Why the fountain in the computer lab? Why the fountain in the toy room? The knight opened the second fountain. Yeah, it does seem that way, yeah. Because no one would have told the queen about the knight. For the first fountain, I think most likely the knight opened that one too, because apparently Jevil met with the knight and told King about it. Though I think it's entirely possible the first fountain had been there for some amount of time. Think of progressing prophecy as the best bet? I don't know. Like, was it to build up Susie to familiarize her before throwing her into harder stuff? Need a toothpaste boy and a queen's chariot? Well, that's the thing. We don't know if the knight is trying to follow the prophecy or circumvent it. We don't know enough about their ideals, their goals. Second fountain was made for Noelle. Need to progress the prophecy, but mostly just for Noelle. I think that is very plausible. Because Noelle, like, when you're with Chris spelling out December, she does talk about, Des always said she'd take me to a city like this sometime. That leads me to think Des may have made it solely because Noelle was in there. Just to give Noelle an adventure. Noelle's not really supposed to be part of the larger prophecy, so what harm could there be? Not knowing that it's very possible that that one slip-up is the only reason for the B side of the prophecy, as it's sort of called. No Noelle. No Snowgrave. The first fountain, I don't know. And we still don't know where the Castletown Dark Fountain came from. It's apparently different from the other fountains, because it's made of pure darkness. It's a pure darkness, and if I had to guess, the Castletown Fountain is a naturally occurring one. Because it would appear that if there's only, say, 1, maybe 2 fountains active, there's not a lot of danger. It's when there's 3 or 4 or more than that. That's when you start leaning into possibly causing the roaring. Speaking of it trying to take Toriel, it does seem like it kind of hesitated when Susie begged it to stop. Stops in its tracks and doesn't move until Undyne showed up. Kinda. I almost wonder, in my head, that's possibly... Okay, let's go with Des is the Night theory, that Des has been changed in some way by some sort of events in a dark world. Perhaps Des was grabbed and taken by something in a very similar way, and someone begged that something not to take her in that same way Susie did, like even grabbing its leg. And maybe that was enough to make Des pause. Pure conjecture, but an idea I had. We know there's a huge dark world under the town. It's accessible in the shelter. 4 seems like the magic number you don't want to risk. Well, we don't know about 3. The huge dark world under the town. Like, I think it could be possible that the shelter dark world is very distantly connected to the Castletown dark world. That possibly there's just a hole in the floor in the school closet that's just led into that and let the darkness out. You sent me something awful? What did you send me, Bathwater? The Majora's Mask Moon to replace Bardal. That's pretty great. Like, with 2 fountains, everything seems fine. With 3, we're not getting anything bad. But it did look like at 4, because there's 2 in the church in this chapter. That's when Titan spawns start showing up a little bit. And go beyond 4, and you, yeah, real bad. Reason to think that. Never get even remotely close to the actual fountain there. Yep. And also, that whole dark world, like, showed up completely differently from all the other ones. You're actually kind of normal sometimes. Possible the Castletown dark world is connected to the depths, but in a much safer area. I'm convinced the shelter is just another entrance into the depths. Possibly.
I suppose I just started appreciating you more, Susie.
Because, according to the lore, the darkness is just down there, within the earth. It just exists naturally down there. So, in theory, opening a fountain lower into the earth would be... Well, in theory, you'd be able to let out more, would be my thinking.
Suppose I just started appreciating you more, Susie. For example, I thought your Rude Buster was scary before. Now I think it's really bad bum.
You could have said bitchin', badass, bully. You really didn't want it? So look at the option that it being in shelter means it's sufficiently sealed from the other ones. It is possible that it's so shut off that it's not an active danger.
Just say badass, idiot.
They laughing. Chris says nothing.
Gonna eat a piece or what?
No, that's for you two.
Dude, you made it. You should have some.
Okay.
Bad of the ass variety, of course. If something's bad, it's bad. If something's ass, it's bad. But if something's badass, it's great. Explain this to someone who doesn't speak English as their first language, or second language. I don't know why I disappeared. Or the way you like the name Shit Squad is that it goes along with Ralsei being more willing to swear as the story goes on. Yeah. I like the Lancer fan club just because it's funny.
Oh, this is really yummy.
Why the heck are you so surprised?
I've actually never eaten cake before. Since I was making it for you two, after all. Can't believe it tastes this good.
Oh, you meant to say Bad Dragon or Bad Dino. I know what Bad Dragon is. I'll admit I'm not familiar with Bad Dino. genuinely no idea what it is still. Or what you want for your second playthrough is to change the name to Shit Squad. Whatever Susul Gaster is. Though she does... Prophecy seems to refer to her loosely as a dragon, so...
Dude, you're such a weirdo sometimes.
Just have the rest.
No, I couldn't.
Ross ate the cake.
Okay, just some later. I've been embarrassed by how much I liked it.
Anyway, that was kind of fun. Thanks, Ross. You want to see Mr. Society again?
Chris, we should do something for Alce sometime.
Totally. Totally. Drawer, it's full of green crayons.
Hey, what happened to our stuff?
I placed it all in storage. Don't worry, I'll bring it back next time.
Yeah, you got tons of awards here. Not the best one though, right, Chris?
What's the best one?
I love it here.
That's a super cool one Chris got today.
Really? Congratulations, Chris.
Yeah, congrats.
There's 6 trustees of the not secret boss. I love, actually, for a second there, music got real loud. Ralse actually panics a little like,
oh, did I forget to give Chris a cool award that they wanted, that they should have in their room?
And then Susie just thought about,
oh, just the best one they got today.
And Ralse, I think, understands at least a little bit, oh, maybe it's an in-joke between them. Unless it's Sham. It would be really interesting if Sham takes the pure crystal and tries to use it against you. And it's like, why would I give up having my dreams fulfilled? Susie's fridge, perfectly stopped by someone else. Susie's bed, perfectly made by someone else.
Hey, what happened to our stuff?
That. Gonna love the Chapter 5 not secret boss. Newer to the secret boss at Chapter 0? Fight me for it, scrubs.
Yeah. Nice, still got my rock and roll outfit.
Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. Give me just 1 second to turn a light on. It's suddenly gotten dark here. You got what? You got dark.
Darker and yet darker.
Hear all I do? Yeah, I said basically when I was leaving. Didn't mute my mic so you can hear me scatting. Queen stuck out her tongue too. You still think Carol will be an antagonist in Chapter 6? Think Friend could end up being the final boss big bag out of the chapter? Possibly. Here's the thing, I don't know that Friend is necessarily... like, even a conscious entity. I'm wondering if it's almost more like an animal. If it's just, or rather, a collection of animals that just serve something better. Because the bunch of friends show up in the ERAM boss fight. And they don't do much outside of that. The secret boss is Sham? It makes sense, he's as strong as Jubble and has been teased for a little bit. You're just getting the Shadow Crystal. Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Friend can't talk at all. He's just your best friend? No, that's someone else. Receiving enrichment from tamping the soft soil.
It's me, the hacker. I'm gathering queens for a secret life's hack. Get a terrarium for your computer. You can touch grass as you game. If you're married from a girl, any life's hack is a wife's hack.
What? Friend is a final boss fight would be like having Gaster as a final boss fight in Undertale. I don't want it. I don't want, Friend is a lot different from Gaster, because Gaster, you have to do so much secret, you have no hints how to do this, don't, like, even looking for it is pure luck character. Whereas Friend is more like just behind the veil. If you are looking even a little deeply, you're gonna find Friend stuff. Like, I think it's very different from Gaster. bulldozer is deceiving enrichment from its surroundings. Me and the Prince King are building enrichment enclosures for the townsfolks.
Wow, what a great, normal, nice thing to do.
Maybe if I built a gosh old isolation chamber, Mr. Society and come back. Gaster isn't even Gaster. He isn't even Gaster.
Careful.com, pretty boy. This room site is a work zone. What happened to the wall? I don't know, but we're not stopping till we hit buried treasure.
Good idea.
What treasure?
Hello, the guy with no meat or fruit in his castle walls.
Sorry, I knew it this. I knew.
It's going out the pattern of every secret boss teasing the next chapter's main boss. Double tease Queen, Spamton tease Tenna, Gerson tease Flowery, maybe Pink teases friend. Oh. I would even throw in the Knight teases the Titan, you know? I'd even say that goes in there. Or Eram, whichever one you want to say, you know? Jebel did tease Queen, Spamton absolutely teased Tenna. Gerson teasing Flowery, I guess somewhat directly, he talks about Chapter 5, but... Castlevania, yeah. What am I doing, boss? Oh, just, gathering worms, you see? Don't tell anyone, but I kinda wanna work for that. Rules card. Knight and Mantle Guy are a package deal. Yeah, and they kind of collectively do... You know... tease the... you know... the Titan here.
Susie, can you enrich my enclosure?
I can punch a hole in drywall and hide toys inside.
Thank you. Someday I will do the same for you.
Some would argue they're the same entity. I wonder if that is the Knight playing on a controller somewhere else. If it is just Des actually fucking with Chris in some ways. I think Eram is also tied to Chris's red headband. I don't think Eram is the Knight, no. It doesn't really quite match up, the way Eram talks about the events of Chapter 2, or implies about them. Queen shalt notice my brilliance any day now. Something about that lamp's brightness level. It seems low. Hath she not noticed her lamp's bounce in its boutier? For Susie, how do you like my new room? She is, like, crotch to face level with her splits there. Oh my, indeed. Do you want a sip?
That's acid, we'd die.
Oh dear, first you don't want to swim in the free pool. Now you don't want to drink the free pool water. More for me, I suppose. And look on the right, check that out. I built a new city with the free space I found in the wall. It's not free, you're free. Rory Knight in a backstage area sweating super hard because Eram got like a lot of attacks. She's very lovely, Queen. I love Queen. First complaining though, that is the question. Looks like Head Hathy's trying computer dating. Looks like Wire's trying computer dating. Even the street's clean. It's like a touring band.
Damn, I haven't played long time.
Let me do the touring part, though. Play with Eram kind of parallels the Knight with the music and colors, but Eram itself and the Red Horn Door bring to mind being a dark side to Chris. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. When Eram talks about you liked yesterday, in the normal route, that's very, like... Okay, sure. But in the weird route, the fact that Eram still says that, that starts implying something way darker. Big time! Mob's gonna get you? Maybe. The TV guy shall notice my brilliance any day now. Haha, what a stupid looking lamp, folks! Like the lamp itself is stupid. It also has a small ass. What did thou sayest about war? Rules. Don't loseth it. Keepeth your eyes on the price. You stop that. My heart-burning meteoric hunk, I feel so on fire with you. Almost as hot as the lampshade when it caressed my hair. I don't know how I felt about that. I want to forget it, I think. Lampshade or not, something about that lamp is really shady. I think I saw it walking between rooms repeatedly. My sweet frozen sundae, our relationship has never been more solid. Except I think the lamp put its hand on mine. It made me feel funny, but we'll ignore that for love. My love for you shines brighter than any lamp. It only touches your hand with permission. Haha. Oh, Prince Ralsei, look how many hats I've racked up. Your original hat? Oops, seem to have lost it forever. Hotcha, hotcha, don't touch that podium, folks. The TV Time Season 2 will begin. You don't want episodic content that deteriorates in quality over time, do ya? Do ya? Nah, not that, Deltarune. This room is funky and funny. May not be my forever home, but for now, wow, you're great hosts. Not as great as a host, not a great host as me. What can you do? Aren't you normally way bigger? Everything's bigger on TV, kid. Please find someone to adopt me.
Hey, what's that room over there? Your room?
Sorry, it's still really dusty and dirty, so...
So what?
So you can't go inside until I clean it?
Come on, what are you hiding that's that embarrassing? That's when there's a fresh egg.
Susie, wait!
Damn.
It's empty.
My own room? I don't need a room.
Ah, the eyes.
At least, that's what I thought. So I never...
You live here? Why do we have rooms and not you?
Making you two happy is my purpose. If I think about it, there's no reason for me to have anything.
That's the stupidest goddamn thing I ever heard. See, this stupid excuse for a room? I don't care what the reason is. Me and Chris are gonna fill it up, wall to wall. Until you have the most badass room in the castle.
Susie.
Look, you can't be the only one with an empty room. It's too sad, you know? Wherever we go, we'll keep an eye out for furniture. Right, Chris? Come on.
You deserve nothing, lamb chops. Bath water.
Chris, Susie is so nice. It makes my heart hurt. I don't really have any hobbies or interests. Baking, sewing, singing, those are all just things I thought to do for you two. But recently, it's starting to feel like I'm developing my own opinions, my own likes, my own dislikes.
Why'd you look at Chris when you said that one?
Like, I really dislike making fountains, Chris. Hint fucking hint.
Bathwater, the biggest goat hater. The biggest Ralsei hater, at least.
My own desires, my own fears. Please, tell me. Should a Darkner be feeling like this?
Please be yourself. Chris's actual feelings, by the way, because they will stop you from saying, of course not. They'll say, of course not. They cover their own mouth. Please be yourself.
Chris, hearing that from you, I might just...
Alright,
Furniture piece number 1. Thanks, Susie. Let's go, Chris. Can you please take this back?
Curtains are fluttering. By process of illumination, this is the best thing in Ralsei's room.
Chris, I really don't like your face at all, like you're super ugly.
I wish I could say the same about you, but goddamn are you pretty, Ralsei. Chris just runs out the room.
Hey, Chris, let's make Ralsei a cake next time. Tell me to find the ignition on this thing.
And... Pose! Love that. Funky music, filled with the power of Funky Town. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to Funky Town? Bye. Bye, Rally.
So, can we go into the store?
Sorry, kid, check the sign.
Open.
Yeah, we checked the sign. It says open.
Oh man, thanks for checking that. That's wrong.
Then change your stupid sign.
Alright, I'm on it. One change sign coming up.
Or just showing up a chapter early to rage bait Ralsei. Be really funny. Hear nary a bone, nor rattle, nor trousle, nor xylophone tickle. No!
Hey, human, doesn't monsters scare you like if that girl bited you? Nah, Chris got nothing to worry about. I like to eat little rabbits.
Door knocking guy? No, this is his wife. Please take a break from knocking today, thanks. Okay. Oh yeah, you go near 99% sure Susie lives in this apartment building. And she also doesn't, like, want to talk to Alphys.
Chris, you know that daily saucer of milk I put out?
There's a little rab in the window for the longest time. It takes a minute, yeah. He's actually a massive crusader. Decided to play nice because prophecy. I don't think so.
I have regrets. What do I do with my leftover milk? Just look at it?
He's looking around like Doom guy. Don't drag me into this, I'm just looking at milk. You're dragging me into a top.
OMG, Chrissy, do you, want some of my free milk?
My free milk, you furry freak.
Don't be shy, it's my milk and I love sharing.
I'll bury you, you goddamn milk pirate. There's a man back there. I think in this context, she's more scared of Alphys than her apartment. Yeah, I think that is more about not wanting to talk to Alphys, because I imagine... Sorry, what, Challenger? Catty thick? I don't know.
So can we go in yet?
What does the sign say?
It says Clopen. How's that mean?
Beats me, I just work here.
But change it again!
Alright, you're the boss.
I do like how the fandom did correctly guess that Ralsei needed to be rage-baited into more character development. It's just that our guess that Sans would do it was a little off, and instead the Flowey parallel would rage-bait the Azrael parallel into being a better person. We probably could have guessed that a little easier.
The heck does that sign mean?
Seems to indicate some kind of Sans.
So does it say the door's open or closed?
Guess it just means there's a skeleton in front of the door. The door's locked, right? It's closed.
Locked? No, it's been unlocked this whole time.
Is it wrong about which character? Yeah.
So it is open.
Nah, no one's in there, but it's not closed. It's an in-between state, like Clopen. Huh. Kinda makes you wish we had a sign for that.
Rest we're done with this guy.
Funny enough, both Ralse and Flowery are Flowey parallels. Yeah, Ralse a little bit. With how eager to please he is, very much parallels Flowey's attitude in the genocide route. I love that you can do this, by the way. You can trick Susie into inching a lot closer than normal. Oh shit, no. Here at Icy's Pizza, your family is going to love it. To Temporary Pizza Stand, and it's closed for repairs. Sure. Sans, even with his meta funkiness, is kinda a stretch. It was a hope, you know, for Sans to be involved in the plot. But he's so good at rage baiting, it was like a good concept, in my opinion. To have him just kind of show up there, imply he knows things, have the last Shadow Crystal, give it after a solo Ralse fight to kind of mirror Susie's one. But I think what we got works perfectly well, too. I wouldn't even say what we got works better, necessarily. I think both are good for different reasons. Ralse possessing borderline meta-knowledge similar to Flowey, being met first similarly to Flowey and Undertale, and trying to urge us to play the game a certain way. Yeah, that as well. It's like the only valid candidate from existing cast. I mean, I think we could have figured, like... Most people would figure it out. It was gonna be in Asgore's flower shop. From Gerson's, summary of the chapters, it was a pretty safe bet. And we all knew that. So I don't think it was ever out of the question when we figured Ralse is probably gonna get big character development next, that the Flowey parallel should be involved in that. But I think a lot of people were also expecting something more similar to Gerson, where big chunks of the development were behind the secret fight. Little buddy, my date's about to start. And is it in the bag? Alright. Sans also has the tendency to kind of steal the spotlight in whatever he's in. Having him not be in such an important role, at least yet, is kind of a smart decision. Plus we got Flowery as a cool original character. Exactly. New character will rage bait Ralse into character development is a boring option to theorize. Yeah. Theorizing about characters we haven't even seen yet is always going to be odd. $10 flowers, heart-shaped pizza, and my secret weapon. The old duct tape suit I made for prom. Little buddy, it's a first date, you say. I'm overdoing it, you say. The Pizzarina? I want to show her I'm serious, that I love her. And she may be a little late to our date, but I mean... Look at these memes, a frog riding a bicycle? She's breaking out the vintage like this. She's gotta be making out with me in her mind, little buddy. Oops, another new text. Sorry, little buddy, talk later. Look, he's my brother's friend. We can just let him talk a little bit sometimes. Only thing behind the secret route is the actual ultimate weapon for Ralse for getting all the pink ones. Granny is not willing to use it in this chapter. That sure don't change next chapter. Actually, Challenger, fun fact about the scarf. You have a very, very brief window to check this, but it actually transforms into the broken scarf after Flowery gets downed. And Ralse is willing to put it on then, but its stats are massively decreased. Whether or not it can be repaired is another question, because we couldn't repair the broken sword you buy from Spamton. Working here all day just makes me hungry for dino food. No fun. Good thing the new guys let me take a break. I think new character is better than Sans, because we know Sans has meta-knowledge more than someone completely new. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it was still a cool idea that could have definitely worked. But I just don't mind. I think both ideas were fun and cool and done well.
Grease me up, Chief.
I didn't think of it. Did we hire a new guy?
Garçon, some mineral water, please. And hold the water. Garçon, garçon. Garçon. Well, we had a person in Castletown who's adept at fixing things. If only. I mean, he couldn't fix the broken sword you can buy from Spamton, but that was just a gag item anyway. Every guy from the Scarlet Forest will fix it, trust. We have enough sands, honestly. Yeah, that's why I've talked about this a little bit, my idea for a Undertale fic that I want to write. Maybe I'll be able to. The current thing I'm writing is slowed the hell down. Like, I haven't been able to get anything on it in like 2 days, and I feel terrible, but maybe starting another project will help. I have talked about how a big focus I want to do is Sans does very, very little. He has those few hidden big moments, but never a forefront character, because I think there's enough of that, in general. Notice anything different about me? Eh. Now that I think about it, I never noticed anything about you, either. Ribbit. Fly in my soup. Ribbit. I think I took a fistful of butterflies from his pouch. Put them in my bowl. It was nice of him, but I didn't ask. Hot chocolate. It's too hot to drink. You after church, hon? That's nostalgic? Let me guess, the usual special? Be $5. Yeah. Alright then, hon. You two sit wherever you like. Take the booth, Suze.
The diner, huh? Haven't eaten here since your mom took me. I remember plowing into my food with a runny nose. Probably became every janitor's enemy after that. But it's funny. Even though I was only making a mess, her face looked so happy. Just sitting there, smiling, watching me. Kinda like you're doing now.
Love this scene, too. It's great. For one, it's a great scene between Chris and Susie, but it's also a good building for how Susie feels. Like, I haven't been here since your mom took me, like, going at her connection to Toriel.
Jeez.
Another reason why you dislike Papyrus Knight. So all it amounts to in the story is tying everything back to Sans being prominent, possibly Gaster. Finally turns the story to being all about him. Yeah, it is lame. Sans had his big moments in Undertale. I think character retirement in Deltarune only to have small big moments.
Does anyone tell you your family's goddamn weird?
A lot, yeah. I love Susie sits up her arms off the table when the food comes out to make room. Here you go. Here's a little something extra for your friend.
Huh?
Need anything else, just holler.
Alright, Chris. Don't hold anything back. Ew. Want the last bite of my sundae?
Yes, please.
Jeez, is that energetic? So, guess we should get going, huh?
Not hearing the story for Sans or even Gastropelt stuff. Is this stuff I'm here for? Mostly Chris and Susie stuff and also Noelle. I am here for Cruziel. That is what I'm here for. Although I will admit, there's a much rarer one I'm also starting to like, because I found this, so far, really, really good fic about it. I will tell you how it ends later. You're here for Birdly? Birdly is also a cool character. Well, not cool, but you know what I mean. Little shit.
Guess we should get going, huh? What are you doing? Breathing on the window?
And this is one of the biggest moments for Chris. Because this is without my involvement. Chris is deciding to open up to Susie in a way they've only ever opened up to their brother. Something that was previously reserved for being with Azriel. Hanging out in the booth, breathing on the window to draw shapes in it. Having even the usual with her. Cruziel is a golden ending. Depends on Chris not being an emotionally constipated chud and finally acting on their feelings. Take this, for example. Yep. Draw something, Chris.
that me?
Sorry, cat doing something.
Not bad, you know. Here, let me draw something. It's you. What do you think?
Accurate.
What can I say? I'm an artist. Even got your ear in there. One of them, whatever. Look, I made you talk. Susie rules.
Make Susie drawing talk.
What do you... I wouldn't say that.
What did Chris make Susie say, I wonder? Chris rules. Hug me. Something embarrassing.
And then the rain fell down and...
Some people look at this scene and take it as, see, Chris only sees Susie as a sibling dynamic, like with Azrael. Don't have any other feelings for her. Nah. There is a scene in Chapter 5 I really want to show that is going to painfully prove the opposite. It's an optional scene, but... Actually, because of the dialogue I do want to show off, we'll probably not see it, but... Like, it is the most. I think I can just say it here. So, at one of the hot springs with Susie, if you choose to hang out with Susie as Chris there, she's like asking about love, she'll be like, you ever had a crush on anyone? Yeah, all embarrassed. Like,
I can't even imagine your, like, type. Like, human or monster.
And then Chris will just stare at her. No prompting from anything. Just dead-eyed, you cannot be fucking serious stare at Susie. She's like,
What? Don't look at me like I'm stupid.
It's like, girl. Like, that is what tells me there's a lot to this. That's one of many things, not the only thing, obviously. That is like a, Susie, you cannot be this dense to not notice how hard Chris is crushing on you. So we had to add that scene so people in the back could finally see the obvious. Mostly Suzel-pilled people who think that's the only option in the story.
Like, I don't even know your type.
Fucking it's you. There's cool fan art of it. It's like, can't even imagine what your type is. And Chris and the Soul both going, bruh, you cannot be fucking serious. Like, girl! Chris's type is you, and maybe slightly Noelle, but I don't think Chris knows that either. I think Chris is a little blind to that part. Write something in corner. Like, no, the situation is much more complicated than people think, and there is no happy wingman in this game. Yeah.
Huh? You writing something? Chris. Can never tell when you're messing around.
What did Chris write? Something small that we don't get to see.
Let's get out of here.
Mind cleaning your place up a bit first, hon?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, let's go. And I especially like how Susie has gotten more comfortable in general, to the point that she now responds to very open kindness with just kind of surprise, but she kind of goes with it now. The very open kindness of, gave her a sundae and, would you mind cleaning that up for me, hun?
Sure.
Chris is also really bad at expressing their emotions at times. You know, Susie has to be directly told about people's feelings in that regard. Yeah? Chrissy, are you here to buy me a free lunch? Used her up on the bunny. How long should I do this for? And what's it really? I mean, think of, like, the good of society, right? Like, he was always ogling girls like me and stuff. Now I can be a good little boy and ogle a JPEG. See, everyone wins, especially us because it's really funny. Well, I guess it won't hurt to him. It makes him happy, too.
Yeah.
Ooh, bet as he would have. I do not blame Chris for disliking her. Like, she's genuinely, like, a very mean-spirited person. Like, Chris seems to mostly tolerate Caddy with a Y. Like, oh, she's energetic, but she's really nice about everything. But Bratty is genuinely just a mean person who does really mean shit and crosses boundaries, like, on purpose. And Chris does not like her. Always very leave, like, don't talk to her. Chris does not like her, and I don't blame them. Hey, nah, you're totally right, little buddy. You're totally right, partner. Susie doesn't really pick up on vague hints and stuff, and Chris himself is very bad at not being direct. Kinda goes with Susie's thing about hating not being told the whole deal. Bratty's a female dog. Yeah. And she's just terrible. Hey, don't mind me, just fixing up this grill. Want a hot dog?
Heck yeah. Wait, isn't that a cattail?
It's low-calorie stuff. You won't feel guilty.
It's inedible.
We call that 0 calories, miss. An upgraded grill. Now, in addition to cat food, it can also smell like dog food. Some kind of scratching noise coming from inside. Do wonder what this is all about. Here's a hissing sound. Investigate further? Investigate. Peering into the dark, it appears that yellow circles in the window were just fresh donuts. The hissing was the fryer. Who's making donuts in there? That Asgore guy. The shame he lost everything after he, you know. Now he has to sell flowers to make ends meet, but... What? He's your father? Sorry. Well, for your sake, he quits being so obsessed with that stuff. Chris is, or at least was, actual friends with Caddy with an eye. So Caddy might just have some grace with them, at least by extension. The thing, Caddy is never, like, mean. She's thoughtless and airheaded. But she's never, like, outright mean to people. The way Bratty is. Yeah. French fry, ooh, on the freaking ground. Am I gonna eat it? No, it's old and brown.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Ah, jaw hurts. Smiling too much. Have too much fun playing Deltarune in the light world.
Looks like your weird friend is busy today. Let's go already.
No. The hometown butcher got onion sand. What are we gonna do? I think Susie's whimsical moments where she sings. She's a very silly person at heart. She really is. Like, you see her being silly all the time. Maybe not always whimsical, though. I forget if something happens if you wait long enough or not. What do you mean they got him? I was surprised how many actually good lines are from that show. Because it's the Ted show. Yeah, to be fair, actually, the first Ted movie was not half bad. The second one was pretty good. Gotta have fun when you have the chance. Exactly! Because there are also the horrors. Yeah, like I said, I want to save on this file to maybe see what's in Chapter 6 about new thing.
Alright, we made it. Now where the hell's Noelle?
It's me. I'm the horrors.
Damn, I'm getting bored. Chris, got any snacks?
Here, have this flower.
That works, I guess.
I do like how Chris very ostensibly gave this as just like, yeah, Susie will eat this. Susie, Chris, hi! Sorry I'm late, I just had to...
Yeah?
Huh? Is that a rose?
This? Oh yeah, sorry.
Noel, what were you expecting? It's me, I'm the horse. No, that's Ralsei.
Oh shoot, did you want some? I can pick up the stem if you...
No, it's fine. This way. My god.
Okay, whatever.
I genuinely think this is my favorite Light World section still to this day.
Is my house sorry, it's not much, but...
Still in the distance. Murderer! There's the very niche board game Chess. Oh, right, yeah.
The hell, it's huge. Already getting lost just standing here.
Oh, really? Then, here, I'll show you around.
Noel joined your study group. Weapon's still the black shard. Ball of junk. Small ball of accumulated things in your pocket. Yeah. Yeah, this place is definitely Dark World material. Yeah, if I had to guess, this is gonna be the Chapter 6 Dark World.
Welcome to my ho-ho-home.
Chris, let's start searching.
Okay. See the couch when you're done searching?
They give us such in-depth ability to look at it. My only point against the idea is there's no double doors. There's double doors in so many other Dark World locations. Not here.
What the heck is this?
My mom collects them.
Also has potential of being an ice palace. Oh, totally.
Okay, how the hell do you turn it off?
Just hold down the button. Though, for some weird reason, turning it off takes power? It takes forever on the low battery ones, haha.
The heck is this?
It's a holiday tree catcher, you know? Anyone want to tell me it's a normal thing to have? Nobody?
Not even a little, Noel.
This one was my dad's idea.
It's true, no double doors. The hospital has double doors, right? I think so, yeah. I forgot to go in there. I think I still have a chance. Thermostat, the only option is cold.
Wouldn't be so many Santas with dead batteries. Chris hadn't glued the cases shut trying to starve them.
One of many signs of just Chris being here. House back door, no need to leave.
Why is there so much bottled water in here?
It's just convenient, you know?
Wait until she learns about the free water from the sink.
I'm just gonna tell y'all, the free water from your sink is probably as good or better than the water you're paying for in a plastic bottle. To be fair, Dreamer House didn't have double doors, neither does Flower King. No, Flower King does have double doors, just only at the very back. Like, in Asgore's Flower Room, there are double doors in the back of that. Don't know where they lead, obviously not anywhere in the Dark World, but double doors were still present. But yeah, the Dreamer House didn't have any.
So, this is the snack tray. I know, well, why'd you slice the cheese into hearts?
I remember if you eat the wood stick things.
Squishy sounding assortment of snacks. One door for Dreamer House looked like a double door? Yes, a little bit. Correct theory you have is that the holidays did want to adopt Chris. Maybe.
Hey, what's in here? Looks, suspicious.
Sorry, guests aren't allowed in there.
Cool, sounds, suspicious.
The tree that would potentially fall down if you climbed it. Why do you know that, Chris?
My mom just collects heart pillows for some reason. Chris was little, they'd take one of these and pretend to rip out their heart and chase me.
Mom just loves red heart-shaped objects, huh? Oh, does she now? Straightens bow tie that I'm not wearing. In the Dark World, in the Light World, it's normal single door. Convinced at the very least they did come up with the name Chris. I am too. Suspicious. I still want to believe that Chris's full legal first name is Christmas.
Yep, it's locked, alright. Noelle, you give it a shot.
Okay. Are we trying to open my parents' room?
You and Susie continue to try to open the locked door in front of Noelle. Yes, you got the reference. I don't remember what that's from, I just know the thing of it.
What are the ninja shurikens?
Those are snowflakes, Susie. Made them from paper in Toriel's class a long time ago.
Then why are they metal?
Oh. My mom had them bronzed.
Chris, where the hell are your shurikens?
Chris overcut their snowflake and it fell apart. Did make a new one for them, but...
Oh, that's right, that is from Foster's. I remember that. Yeah, I couldn't remember, but I do recall now. Ezra was already on the line, you are not naming your kid Togor. Foreshadowing of Ice Ninja Carol. She does also have a fucking katana. Also, that's a very good showing of Carol's character. Character? Nah, doesn't work. In how tightly she wanted to keep this lovely sign of her daughters, she essentially ruined it by holding it so tightly. She bronzed a paper snowflake. You can't cast paper in bronze without burning it up. It's just the bronze now. There's no paper inside of it. There can't be.
Chris is staring super intense. This room has gotta be it. Sorry, Noelle, we gotta go in here.
To the bathroom? Damn it, Chris. I do still love... Chris very likely was fucking with Susie specifically right there. Fridge is packed with festive foods. And a jar of pickles. For Asgore. The sink is sparkling clean.
Anyone gonna say anything about the giant sword?
She wants to make things preserved, but in doing so, it lessens their meaning and becomes harmful to those she tries to protect. Which, from that characterization, is where we are maybe picking up some Des characterization. That this rebellious daughter quite likely felt very strangled by that attitude. Though her disappearing probably only made Carol double down. And with Rudy also being constantly in the hospital, Noelle's just kinda had to grow up only under that. Perfectly safe, but not able to be herself anymore.
Oh, it's just my mom's katana. Normal knives aren't enough for Dad's fruitcake. Haha.
New stovetop, ancient katana. In the cupboard are cutters for gingerbread monsters. No gingerbread humans, no humans live here.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Whoa, you play piano?
No, we just kind of, have one. Haha.
I do also want to headcanon that it's very likely Des probably played the piano. And it's likely she's the one who taught Chris, if anyone did. And I am going to pose this. I don't know this for sure, but I think it's quite likely based on some info from Undertale. I bet Gerson taught her piano. Because Undyne, another student of Gerson's, also plays piano in Undertale.
No one really plays it anymore.
I'm betting Des used to, and Chris especially used to. The highly climbable looking tree. Crazy, because I was about to say, what if Rudy knows how to play piano and taught Chris? I wouldn't connect it to Rudy, I'd connect it to Des, who, if Des is the knight, I would connect to must have had a very special personal relationship with Gerson, because how else could Gerson have been revived by that dark world? You need very specific settings for that Susie couldn't reproduce. But a really cool comic about Carol and Chris and letting them play piano, also Des teaching them too. I think I've seen the Carol one. The Des one, I don't recall. I might not have seen. Maybe Carol, she seems like someone who would know. She seems like someone who would encourage it. Like, you know, that's the classic strict parent thing. My kids need to learn how to play the piano. And the same comic? Oh, was it? Oh, maybe. Maybe I only saw the first part of it, or possibly I'm thinking of a different comic. Noel's homework desk. You took a pencil out of habit. Another place. Extra pencils for Chris. Just here. It's a Christmas cactus. Remember, it's named Christmas. This cactus? Birdley calls it Sin Sin. It's a cactus that apparently got poorly renamed at some point. I've seen it pointed out that there seems to be more signs of Chris's habitation here than in their own home. The piano possibly kept around just because Chris wanted to keep playing it. The extra pencils, the glued shut toys, this cactus. Kid Chris was away from a party, Carol found them, gave them chocolate milk, talked about how she tried to learn piano, couldn't, still loved how it sounded, tried to get Des to learn, but Des never clicked with it. Bad name, very icky. Yeah, Chris apparently hates that word. Great hiding place, although it smells like detergent and deer.
What are these little wings in here?
Those? I've had those since I was a little kid. When I was the angel in the holiday pageant. I liked them so much I just kept wearing them.
The angel and the devil. Chris's devil horns and Noelle's angel wings. Clothes wardrobe. Her small angel wings are inside, worn out and tattered. The couch for watching the TV. The state-of-the-art high-definition TV with old game consoles under it.
Why do you have a flat screen in here?
Yeah, Birdley keeps saying I should get a CRT, haha.
She's a real angle. In general, Chris seemed to click more with the Holidays and the Dreamers, with the exception of Azrael. Yeah, Chris doesn't seem to connect very well with their dad, who doesn't seem to remember a lot of Chris's likes and dislikes, and Toriel just kind of seems to baby Chris. In a more broader sense, the Dreamers being demonic satanic coded, while the Holidays are more holy coded. Yeah, like even Holy Day. And the Dreamers all have very demon-looking thing. Like, for example, I didn't realize this at first until, actually, what made me realize this about Asgore was actually when I was describing his design to my grandmother. Was I mentioned he has horns and a pitchfork, and she's like, oh, like the devil. And I was like, oh my god. Because it's not a trident, even though it's three-pronged, it's a pitchfork. It's a gardening tool. Noelle's bed. Under it is a metal CD with a photo of Noelle in dark makeup.
Whoa, what the hell is this?
Family of demonic goats, and her last name is an anagram for murderer. That too.
Caddy wanted a custom cover for a mix CD, so...
Cool, you should do this look more.
You can get my mom to let me go grimdark?
Noelle's bed. Yep.
He's not looking. Chris, let's hack your computer for clues.
Favorites history.
Alright, Chris, click quietly. We are ninjas right now. Okay, favorite, paranormal, crime, paranatural. Oh, hell, the frickin' skateboard game. Hell yeah, woo!
The skateboard game Susie looked up on the public computer. It was in her room in Cyberworld. Homestuck mentioned. Huh? Azrael's like a traditional devil archetype design. Both he and Toriel have fire magic. Azrael feels very symbolic of Lucifer. Well, Azrael is also named after a fallen angel, Azrael. Sometimes fallen angel. That's actually a bit screwy, depending on where you're reading from. Sometimes Azrael, the angel of death, is fallen. Sometimes he's not. It's hard to say. Sometimes not even a he, because angels aren't always gendered.
What are you two doing?
Shit, nothing. Upgrading your computer.
You set her browser homepage to the skateboard game. Cat Better Spore. That too.
Cat Better, the hell do you have this?
Excuse me? It's great. It's like a pet raising game, but is this some awesome bug that lets you get glitchy pets? I have a save file with like 7 headless cats. Haha.
Whoa, wait, can we see?
After our project?
Again, using bugs or doing bad things in your game doesn't make you a bad person. Do not click.
Barely dodged a hollow point bullet there.
Hey, what's that green dog puppet wallpaper? Actually don't know what that's about. Green dog puppet? Twitchy pets, headless cats, demon cat horde beckons. There was once a man who really liked cats, but we're not going to talk about that yet. An empty gift box. There's the snack tray. Or the study session? Yep. Okay, should we, get started?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So, what are your projects about?
Oh, well,
Sorry, phone call. I'll be just a sec. Hi, Birdly, what's up? Sure, of course I'm alone. Do you love the friend horde would actually be kind of protective of Noelle due to her effectively raising them in cat fetters? That'd be really funny, yeah. If Noelle is the ultimate anti-cat weapon. I mean, I'm really hoping Catty with an eye is gonna do stuff next chapter. Like, I'm hoping everything with her comes to a head. Sure. I bet I do look quite servine this fine evening. Fun fact, when this chapter dropped, Google search results for servine shot up immensely. It means having to do with deer. Like canine or feline. It was about the notes, I already highlighted them for you, so... Well, Noelle used to be afraid of mouse. Yeah. Of course she'd love cats. What? You want me to go on a date to the festival with you? I mean, sure, I'd be glad to. Be your player, too.
she's not going to the festival with you, dumbass.
Bloop. Susie!
Look, you don't really want to go with him, right? Some people aren't gonna get it till you scream no. You ever get that or something?
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be afraid to tell Birdly how I really feel. Next time I should be honest. Next time I should shake his neck and scream at him. Choke the life out of the little bastard. The fingers.
So,
Haha, where did you throw my phone anyway?
Chris, I'll keep her busy. You go look for clues.
Noelle's phone. You can still hear a voice on the other end. Answer it? Yeah. You can still hear Birdly distantly talking to himself? The ending of Deltarune that Toby dreamed of is actually Susie and Chris realizing they haven't done anything about the project for a week straight. I'm hoping it's going to be the internet comes back on. Susie immediately figures out what polyamory is on the internet.
Like, oh, you can just date more than one person at once. Awesome.
Oh, sweet rotisserie Santa, the nightmare is become real. Susie, hurting Noelle just to stop me from going with her. She's gone yandere for me.
God, he's got terrible main character syndrome.
Oh, heavens to yikes, where's my Dragon Blazer's barf bag? But now that I think about it, she must be very lonely. Poor girl with no one to show her exclusive tips and tricks. Hello? Are you still there? Listen, it disgusts me to say this, but as an act of charity, I will let you be the breeze under my wings. You, me, festival.
Sing the wrong number song, Chris. Chris, I am giving you a gift. This is a whole new way to troll people over the phone.
Chris, you scoundrel! Eavesdropping on my sweet, cartilaginous inner thoughts. Go ahead and taunt, Chris. I'm the one Noelle and Susie are falling like dominoes for. And you know what dominoes means, Chris. You're next.
Chris, I'm not gonna make you date Birdly, I promise. That's the one thing I'm gonna promise you, Chris. I'm not gonna promise not to psychologically torture Noelle and Susie, but I'm not gonna make you date Birdly. That's the one line we're gonna keep. Domino line is absolutely insane even after a whole year. It really is.
Chris, it might take a while to, find my phone. Gonna have to wait around here. You know, you could, go in a different room?
Alright. Good, he's good. Chris couldn't even date Bertley if they wanted to, because Susie vetoes that. We know Chris doesn't want to, though. Suspicious room. Computer. Monitor is unplugged. Makes sense. The shelf. In the front are all the holiday-themed games and movies. And at the back are all the scary games you never got to play. Of course, hide them in the back. Chris has to be the third wheel buffer for their relationship. Yep. Dessa's bed. Underneath are army rations, guitar picks, paintball gear, ice skates. Ice skates, you say? Badly traced drawing of a dragon. Yeah, the drawing of the dragon. She wanted the How to Draw Dragons book. You never listen to the instructions in those things, you just trace the fucking pictures. Don't act like you didn't. The distance between two, how it plays in Dessa's room. Yeah. CD player. Underneath are tons of punk rock CDs. And one still sealed ska CD. Probably a gift from Azrael that she did not actually want. But Azrael gave it, so... Box of odds and ends. Dig through? Yeah. Dug through the box and found a couple of burnt lighters, rusted multi-tool knives, expired rations. Also, she was apparently also into knives. Walkie-talkies, loose binoculars, pair of shoes fit for hooves. Also a lot of, like, military paraphernalia. Violent comic books, paintballs, a cracked hockey mask, frayed yarn and buttons. Your brother's retainer, and old mint cans with unique leaves inside of them. Burnt lighters and unique leaves, you say? A violin, a flute, a microphone. They all look very expensive and very dented. Song in the name could be symbolic of a lot of things. Think of what happens later in the scene, literally between us and Chris, maybe Chris and Noelle. Suspicion it could be for Chris and Des, possibly. Quite possibly. Rollerblades, wiffle bat. Any of these things makes your head hurt. The wiffle bat, apparently Des did used to beat them over the head with this thing when they were too mean to Noelle. But also, there is a good showing here that Des is apparently very careless with her possessions. Classic rich girl energy. Like, a lot of them are very dented and damaged. She doesn't take very good care of a lot of the stuff she has, even though it's very expensive. Which may also translate to how the knight is, as far as we've seen, the person most willing to just kill Darkners. And Flowery she's made attempts on. Hey, stars in Dessa's room, and a poster of Sword on the closet. Interesting. Yeah, stars. An oversized walk-in closet. It's covered in band posters and some handmade posters. For shows that may or may not have ever happened. Also, of course, Azrael's retainer. There is only one explanation for that happening, and you all know what it is. Probably very similar to the explanation for why there are love letters to Des in Azrael's drawer in his room in Chapter 5. They're smoking weed together. We don't know that Azrael was partaking. But we know there was something between those two. The red guitar. There's a code taped to the inside. It says shelter. Obviously take it. What's a retainer? It's a little thing you put on your teeth to stop them from, misaligning. Basically to prevent needing, or actually, to hold your teeth in place after you've already worn braces. So it's a step down from braces to keep them like that until they set. Then at a certain point, you don't have to wear it anymore. In fact, Des is careless with her possessions in a game that highlights how inanimate objects have feelings feels very apt. Exactly. Take it. You lean down to look inside the guitar. Began to read the numbers in the passcode. 1, 2, and Chris reaches out hand. 1, 2, 2. Come on, Christmas. How rude. Violent. Come on, Chris. It's too late at this point. Chris, in this Christmas-themed house, you think I can't figure out what the fourth digit of 122 is? It's a 4 or it's a goddamn 5. And I'm willing to bet it's 5. Too late, you little shit. I already know 3 numbers. It's brute force at this point. 10 tries at worst. And we're gonna try fucking 5 first. Because of course we try 5 first. I'm in the walls. I'm in the goddamn walls! Woodly woodly. Not much to see from there, but I must see. Adding chocolate syrup to milk. Dark mountain. Next. Susie must not get guitar. Need soul. Without soul, Chris will. Susie, guitar, code, stop. Police, sacrifice, next week. Traitor! Church, tonight. Or the devil. Without soul, Chris will be able to double jump. Chris, dark world, no soul, can't. Oh, come on, Christmas, you're fine. Just gonna go on over here. Line does make you think a bit. Car could literally mean it in the sense that Chris can't seal the fountain without it. It could also imply that the voice does maybe care about Chris. And if that is the knight. Like, maybe it's just saying you can't seal the dark fountains, but it could also be, like, don't try to go into the dark world without your soul. It's bad enough when you're in the light world for too long without it. You try to go into the dark world, you're gonna seriously fuck yourself up. Why is a different picture of the knight and Chris's dynamic? One where the knight is at least somewhat mindful of Chris, which we actually do have some proof of. Chris is the only one not swooned during the knight boss fight. Meaning the knight is holding back somewhat. Mad throwing skills, Chris. Fuck did you get out? Oh, you looking at me? It doesn't look like Chris looks at the screen during that. Yeah. No more of that. Close that up. Into the goddamned box. No, Chris knows where the screen is because of Chapter 1. Chris has always known where the screen is. Chris is also pulling their punches during the fight until the incident happens. Yep. Whoop. Slam the door a little too hard, Christmas. Tee-hee-hee. Come follow me into the dark with your heart as my mark. Christopher's biggest hater? I don't think their name is Christopher. Getting yourself some more chalky milk, Chris? They did go up to close this because they must have realized we came in through here. If Chris knows about us, the knight definitely knows as well. Almost certainly. Take your time, Chris. Take your time. Let's listen. Chris more like Mr. X. Around every corner. Enjoy your free time, Chris. It pisses you off at times. You also desperately want a happy ending for them. Me too. You think Chris knows we're here and is playing anyways, or are they completely unaware? Enraptured by how natural their piano playing is. It's not seamless, there are pauses and mistakes here and there. Makes it feel more real. Exactly. Like, this is a recording of someone actually playing piano. Playing it just for fun and no other reason. Knowing Toby's own relationship with playing piano and his wrist injury makes all Chris's piano ties hit more. Absolutely. Listen to some of the songs I do recognize. Love listening to this kid play. Pianos are loud as fuck. Susie and Noel are definitely hearing this. Can't imagine what Noel's feeling right now. Yeah. As someone who actually did have a piano in my house growing up, I never learned how to play it. I don't know who in the family could. I think my mom could. I don't recall. I feel like just... I don't know. Sometimes I feel bad about Chris's situation, even with the amounts of it they've brought upon themselves. I want to give them this, if nothing else. Kid loves playing piano. And Noelle and Susie could be enjoying the concert just for them. Soothing. Makes you feel melancholic for this kid. Yeah. Wonder if this does mean that Chris can hear the soundtrack. I think they can. I think all the characters can. It's a completely diegetic soundtrack, which is fun. Yep. Just when I think they're done. Alright. We don't have to listen the whole time. Woo!
Dum-de-dum.
Sup as Gore?
Ooh, cleaning up sure works up an appetite.
Mostly comments on it at least, but he has meta-awareness. A little.
Wonder if the kitchen has any treats for me. No, not now. I can't afford to take a break.
Game Theory. Chris played Deltarune. God, don't say Game Theory to me. I'm the #1 Game Theory hater, both pre and post MatPat.
Now more than ever, I need to concentrate. To settle this once and for all.
Thing is, Chris's boss theme better have a piano in it.
I've got to go look again.
To look at what? Asgore. You know, 2 #1 Game Theory haters now? Who's the other one? They're wrong. Still playing over there, Christmas. Have fun. Asgore's big piss. Settle this once and for all. Meanwhile, this chud doesn't even know how to make a dark world. It's amazing he never managed to pry that out. Because he woulda if he knew.
We're almost there, aren't we, old friend? This time for sure. Tori will finally see. See what really happened. That I just wanted to protect everyone. And this time she'll have to believe me. They all will. Then.
This kind of makes sense in retrospect. If he knew how to make one, he'd have shown her ages ago. Yeah.
We'll all be a happy family again, won't we?
Poor Asgore. Oh, Chris, that terribly vague, terrible day, Chris.
Sure is beautiful, isn't it? This black shard.
Bum bum bum. Now note that that's not a dark crystal, because dark crystals are actually colorless in the light world. They're nearly invisible, in fact. A black shard is a piece of the knight's weapon. Can't get into Dess's room. Maybe he thought he needed the black shard? Maybe, but it was still something he found in there. Instead of any old pointy object. Well, here's the thing, if he knew that was an option at all, he would have tried it by now. And it's apparently not that difficult. Ugh. That room's unimportant on this route. think this is where I came in at? Yeah. I'm with you in the dark. Nah. Most likely outcome, Asgore got to the scene late, saw Chris probably the night, saw Eldritch Horror, no Des in sight, acted immediately, tried to fight it or get Chris out of there, not knowing what happened to Des. I think it's very possible. So, the reason I don't think Asgore actually encountered the Knight is his dialogue in 5 implies he found the shard by itself. I think Des attempted to fight something to protect Chris, failed and was turned into the Knight by that process, and Chris now helps the Knight because they feel responsible because Des was protecting them. I think that broken shard was still from Des's weapon, just... I don't think Asgore ever saw the Knight, is my thinking. Just because of the way Asgore talks. That makes sense too, yes.
So,
Looks like it's just the two of us.
damn, kinda awkward without Chris here.
Why do I wish Chris was here?
Unrepressed, repressed unknown feelings from both of you. Baseball, huh? You got any games on your phone?
You hear something from the basement?
Damn, hope it's not the severed hand.
Haha, is that a Blood Crushers 2 reference?
Dude, you actually know it?
Of course, it's like a super duper classic. One day the protagonist wakes up without a hand.
And like they hear music playing in the basement. When they go down, it starts attacking them and stuff.
Jesus, yeah. That's so freaky. Hahaha.
So awkward they need us to give them an icebreaker.
You know, I never, saw the original. Only 2.
Gosh, really? I have the box set. Do you want to watch?
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, gosh, I used to watch it, religiously. Haha.
Need a chainsaw for replacement head. Evil Dead 2.
Be nice to have someone to watch it with again.
Probably used to watch it with Des. Maybe a little bit with Chris too, but...
What about, Caddy? Doesn't she like scary stuff?
Well, she just takes it a little serious. Analyzes all the magic and stuff. It's a little...
That's wicked annoying.
Well, something depressively thematic at how Asgore never mentions Des even once in chapter 5.
No, but
Yes. Motivation isn't about finding a lost teenager or avenging your death. It's all about proving himself right and getting his family back. It's about vindicating him.
oh, you wanna know what else this reminds me of?
It's definitely... he's lost sight of what's important.
Is this guy that gets really mad about games.
Could be genuinely anyone. She could be talking about me for all we know.
Made this goofy horror series. Alright, not me now. About this bucket with Icy's face that tries to kill him?
The magic critic.
Have you seen that?
No?
Oh. Well, I think maybe it's okay if you haven't.
Dude, let's watch that too.
Really? I have it saved on my phone, here.
Hell yeah.
Oh? I don't know what y'all are referring to.
This rules.
I have, a whole playlist, haha.
Cool.
Get a little closer.
Asgore does mean well. Motivation does come off as kind of inherently selfish.
Nice just being quiet next to her.
The chapter itself highlights with him admitting how he drove his family away. Felt like also saying it?
Feels cool just chilling and not even needing to talk.
Time to make like my house 2 hours ago.
Dude, the lights. Did, like, the power go out?
Chris! We know it's you doing one of your stupid pranks. Go fix the breaker.
If Desi?
Oops, the tree.
Sorry, Dad didn't clean the basement this year.
Desi is related tonight. Maybe kidnapping Asgore or some kind of karmic retribution of some kind. Maybe.
Anyways, the breaker's down here somewhere. Do. A boo do boo do boo do boo do. You know what really made me afraid of basements? Like, the underground levels from Dragon Blazers.
This old tricky Tony radiation dawn.
Music just repeats over and over again.
Hell yeah, that was weird.
You played it?
Yeah, only 2, as a kid. Got it from the Lost and Found. Even though it wasn't mine.
Toby, don't call me Radiation. Radiation Fox.
Susie!
I played it secret style so I wouldn't get in trouble.
Oh my gosh, same. I played 2 with my dad, but like... There was like this evil route my parents didn't know about. I always played it in secret so they wouldn't take it away.
Dude, I think I did that by accident.
You did the evil route by accident?
Yeah, like, I didn't know you could be nice. I was just killing everything and getting, like, pissed. Why the hell is everyone mad? Pretty sure I do it the good way now, though. Maybe.
The reason I'm not able to take as much time into chat is this is auto-scrolling.
Gosh, I'd love to see you play it for real.
Well, if you got another copy. Just leave it in Lost and Found, I guess.
Haha, maybe I will.
Like, my hands aren't on the keyboard. Find this chapter's conversations between Susie and Noelle interesting. How it's Susie actually getting to know how Noelle is, and vice versa.
Well, where the hell's the breaker?
The what? Oh, that, right.
She actually completely forgot why they were down here.
I'm, looking for that.
Yeah, me too.
Y'all ain't looking hard.
Make her evil, make her murder, make her strong.
I do also like how this points out, like...
Dude, what if it wasn't Chris?
Huh?
At least she's looking in the right direction.
What if it was a severed hand? Moving around down here.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Then suddenly it reached out and grabbed your hand.
Hey. I would, die, I guess.
You just die?
I think if it touched me, I'd just be dead.
Like, before it even, like, attacked?
No, I think I would just, die of shock.
Want to test out that theory?
Seems easier.
Well,
You specifically scared Susie in this game.
guess I would, have to protect you.
Yeah, but it's funnier to scare Noelle.
What, you do, Susie? What would you do?
Thumb wrestling.
Anyway, yeah, I do also like how this brings up, like... Again, to further my idea of the weird route in this game, both Susie and Noelle are not bad people for playing the evil route in Dragon Blazers 2. Okay, where the hell's the breaker, though? Right? We keep taking so long. Severed Hand is gonna touch us first. I know I would rather that the easy way. Yeah. It's like, I don't think a lot of Deltarune really is like, if you actually play the weird route, you're a bad person. It's like, no. The game actually points out very good people. These very good people, Susie and Noelle, have done essentially that same thing, because Dragon Blazers 2, based on Chapter 2 of Deltarune, inadvertently. They did the evil route. It doesn't make you a bad person. It's there to be found. It's not there as a failsafe against trying to engage with the game in a way that's very antithetical to what it means, the way the genocide route is. That's engaging with the game in a different way, but it's almost meant to, like, parallel... I think it's kind of almost parallel on the horrors of what game glitches look like to the characters in it, you know? I think it's something of horror game glitches from the character's perspective. Because it is kind of a glitch to be able to kill with Noelle's attacks, because they can't run away, they get frozen in place. And you even fucking wrong warp in Chapter 5, it looks like. Even Noelle broken equipment, someone get access to shit you really shouldn't have, an insta-kill attack. Characters would think you're a bad person because it's their reality. You're not a bad person for playing it. The game even encourages you by pointing out how to do it. Like, obviously, Chris and Noelle are not having a good time. The game doesn't shame you for it. I really do think Toby was like, what if you did, like, a game glitch? How would that look like to these characters in this game where the characters are supposed to feel real? Drink all the water in the lake. Oh my gosh, this just brushed against my leg. Weird as an in-universe application of a creepypasta in game glitch. Absolutely. The hell is that? It's an angel doll? Yeah, the angel went after Noelle. Who'd have thunk it? It was goddamn moving. You can't prove anything. Y'all ain't proving shit. Dude, it totally moved, though. Let's just wait and see if it moves. Y'all gonna be waiting a while. I got patience if there's dialogue involved. It's gonna move. It's gonna move. Yeah? Gonna be here for a while. I paid $25 for this. I paid $25 for this game a year ago. I'm checking everything. Wonder what Chris is doing. It'd be really funny if Chris is still playing the piano. Just hasn't noticed. Alright, I think we're out of dialogue, so... Hey, Suze. Hey, Suze. Hey, Suze. Wait, it did move. You have to move a lot for them to notice. Okay, ready to kill. I gotta cane you. You gonna beat it to death with a cookie pan? No, I'm just going to... Probably deal more damage than your cane. Dude, you got guts. It's probably just like a mouse underneath it, right? It's nothing to be afraid of. Damn. I'm not scary, probably. I'm scary in a cosmic sort of way, but not in a way either of you need to worry about right now. You know, a random question. What if we close our eyes and imagine what Chris is doing right now? Dude, wait a second.
Huh?
Something else followed us from the basement.
Huh? What?
The severed hand.
Showing Noelle's journey in the dark world did improve her bravery, even if she doesn't know it's real yet.
Susie, you meanie.
Gotcha. Let me out. Okay, what do we do? Throw it out?
Let's think about it first.
Come on. She didn't die of shock.
It's a mouse, it could be cute as a pet.
Alright, if it's a severed hand, I'll keep it as my pet.
Wait, let me raise it too.
Am I gonna be the lesbian adopted kid? I'm not against it, I'll let you both know.
Sure, we'll raise it together.
I didn't think about it. It's just Code Lyoko. Joke, but what if that actually happens in the future? Susie gets the idea to try it when she's alone. Cut to a scene of Chris doing something they want to keep secret. That could actually be pretty funny. And also horrific. But I wonder if they'd be able to see it, or if it would just be me. Because I don't think Chris sees what we see.
It's funny, I was so nervous earlier. I've never actually hung out with you, you know? So far it just kind of feels like... I don't even know why I was nervous. It just feels like I already know you.
Yeah, I feel the same. It's pretty cool. Damn, this thing's shaking a lot, I guess.
It's just strange, it feels like you're the same as in my dream.
What was your dream about me like?
Huh? Oh, I think I have to go find, my old hamster cage.
Hey, wait, I want to hear about your dream. Don't move a goddamn inch.
Susie, I'd love to, but unfortunately you guys never come back.
Ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha-cha.
Blup. Haha! I am free once more. Free once more. I'm okay with it. Noelle's getting to know the real side of Susie. Still thinks Susie's yet to see all of Noelle's other facets. Still only kind of sees the nice girl side of her, not her weird side she only shows with Chris. She's showing a little bit with how she plays games, and, you know, she talks about how much she likes horror movies and game glitches too. She's seeing bits of that. I'd say those are actually the parts that aren't often public about her. The fact this door was left open. I think I know Chris is, prepping something.
Dang it! A fucking hockey puck, Chris. Unnecessary.
I think Chapter 6 is set up for Susie to get to fully know Noelle. Especially in Chapter 6, she actually has a crash out of her being lied to about the Dark Worlds. In the wake of her death.
Did you just hear that? Sounded like a guitar.
Probably just Chris, like the other stuff. Oh hell, dude, it's gone! The angel fell over! That thing could be anywhere.
I could be anywhere, Christmas.
Had you been coming from... in here, but...
Hey, let's go.
I got her dear girl's bed, huh, kid? Used to do that, aren't you? Used to that, aren't you? Maybe not this specific one so much, but...
It's quiet.
Dick move, kid. Dick move.
You could've you chucked a bottle at me before, that was fine. This time a fucking hockey puck, you know how much those hurt?
Yeah, well, it's probably scared of us.
Susie, touching that isn't...
Let's just chill out. If it's gonna come out, we'll hear it.
Yeah, you're right. We'll know it's there if it makes noise.
You'll never find me, Christmas. I'm in the perfect location. Damn, that's a lot of shoes. Some baseballs. Guitar. That fuck-ass flannel shirt everyone knew she wore. Camo shirt, too, because she does like military stuff. Is that like a band shirt? And then, of course, Azrael's shirt, as we can all figure out.
So what happened next in your dream?
So we're all riding on roller coasters. And you, Chris, and this boy was there. Chris' costume was kind of,
My coaster cool?
Kind of, you mean what? This got everything in the breakup, huh? I don't know if they even broke up.
yeah? It had, like, flames on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were ever even actually dating. I was about to say something about Chris's outfit. I wonder what it was. Honestly, the boy was strange, though.
Why?
He looked a little like Azrael. Fuck, shit, fuck. You know, Chris's brother, but not.
Yeah, I mean, he does kind of look like Chris's mom.
Huh?
From what you just said, he would.
Saying how fast and accurate that throw was, they need you in the MLB, dog.
Hey, just makes me wonder why.
You ever considered discus, kid?
And I got so overwhelmed I stopped questioning it.
Ultimate frisbee, perhaps.
I ended up being in a large city with Chris. What was interesting is that Chris just acted not like their normal self. They acted just like they do recently, I guess.
But his sweater, his jacket, his retainer, his star motif, his leitmotif, even his final attack.
Chris seems normal recently to me.
Everything was, I guess it was almost like a game or something? Countering enemies, finding treasures, stuff like that.
Never thought of it like that.
And Chris, even though they kept looking at me, like they wanted to say something, everything that came out of their mouth sounded odd. Like it was on speaker or something.
Sounds like normal Chris to me.
Well, it wasn't. Something was weird.
Say that again?
I think Chris is just weird, period.
I mean, there's that too.
Yeah, sometimes they mumble, sometimes they yell. Sometimes it's like, dude, I don't know why, but like, some reason they're really, really good at flirting.
Oh, a little pink on Chris' face. Huh? What makes you say that, Susie?
That face, Susie's Noel's face.
Never mind.
Like some kind of weird root vegetable.
Have you, like, seen them flirt with people?
Chris blushing again.
With who?
That face.
Like, enemies?
What enemies?
Dude, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, damn.
What did she say?
You should get flirting lessons from them.
Blush again. Oh, flirting lessons from Chris. Sounds fun.
I mean, you're also invited?
Oh no.
Am I that bad?
He's staring dead ahead. No.
Susie, I don't think Chris would teach me that.
Damn, guess it'll just be the three of us then.
Who's three?
Oh, damn it,
Is he doing everything in her power to not tell Noel the truth? Ironic.
There's this boy that goes to another school.
Boy? Oh no.
I wanted him to come to the festival, but her eyes shrink in there like it sounded like a date. You were thinking of going together?
Yeah, but you know, he can't go. Because of, like, other school stuff.
Huh.
I mean, don't get any weird ideas or anything. He just doesn't really get included much, so.
And that's Noelle's heart slowing down. The heck, that's really sweet of you, Susie. Oh, blushy. Like, I thought I had competition, other than Chris.
So I noticed, like, this photo of you and Chris on the wall.
Oh my gosh, that's so old, I forgot about it.
I didn't know you were, like, close, I guess.
We're just neighbors, so I mean... Oh. We just ended up seeing each other a lot. That's all.
Okay, but like in the photo, you're like... kind of like riding a Ferris wheel together.
Yeah, it was kind of just, you know, forced.
So riding a Ferris wheel together doesn't mean anything?
Maybe not if it's, like, just a forced thing?
Oh. I mean, yeah, obviously. I mean, it's just a stupid ride. So if theoretically it was somebody else, it wouldn't...
Oh. I mean... Maybe it's more about how the two people in the wheel feel? So maybe even if it is forced, then...
Okay, cool. How did you feel back then?
Well, Chris was quiet, staring out the window. And suddenly, out of nowhere, they shook the whole thing. And I screamed, and then they turned to me and smiled.
Was that good or bad?
I don't remember. I was a kid.
So, anyway, let me ask one more thing. About your dream.
Sure. Again, can't pause this.
Was there any part with, I mean, just the two of us and...
Well, in my dream... You did have this cute tail.
Huh? Okay, well, sorry your dream was stupid and fake. With that part.
And what's wagging behind her?
Let's shut up for a while.
So... I want to talk about what Noelle said there. Like, I have an idea, an astronaut suit. Make a dark fountain in it, or else they get in there. Somehow, boom, we're all in Light World. Also seems to be able to travel between dark worlds at will, so I don't see why not. They even have to be airtight. Normal doors are fine enough to contain it. Yeah. More confirmation to Chris that being with them means nothing. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say... I think Noelle was lying. And Chapter 5, depending on where you pick, seems to confirm this for me, that Noelle was lying, that it meant nothing. But she's not lying to Susie. I mean, she is, but incidentally. She's lying to herself. Because losing that connection with Chris that she had, it's a lot easier to act like it was never real than it is to just, like... It's easier to act like it was never real, it was all just forced, than it is to accept that how much it hurts that it's gone. Like, oh, Chris is in there fucking around.
Wait a sec.
We actually get way more context about the shaking scene. We learned that Noelle was actually really, really upset before that. But then after she got sad, it wasn't so bad. No, Susie doesn't mean it, but her calling Noelle's dream stupid and fake. We know how much that adventure meant to Noelle and her growth. How Susie would try to flip it by telling her the truth that it was real. Situation with her dad and wanting to heal him. I will say the stupid and fake thing, I don't think is so bad. Because Susie does make very clear, it's like, well, it's stupid and fake about that part at least. And Noelle does just laugh that part off. Like, I don't think the stupid and fake thing really demeans the dream by itself. Noelle is taking it very clearly as, no, I don't have a tail. Susie's just self-conscious about it.
Dude, stop making so much goddamn noise. You're supposed to be searching for clues, dumbass.
And Soul is dodging Chris's strikes, not off screen.
Hey, sorry about that,
Susie? That guitar, you're...
Should I, put it back?
Well... Hindsight, a lot of things in hindsight make Noelle's potential crash out all more harrowing. Maybe. No, it's... I think you should play it.
Me? Sure. Sure, I can give it a shot. Let's, just go somewhere else, though.
Well, the idea the soul is ready for most attacks. The soul is us, dude. The soul is me. It doesn't do jack shit unless I tell it to. And when I'm off screen, I can't move. So if I'm getting attacked off screen, I'm getting hit. Sorry to say. Hey, don't forget, the soul is literally just you. It don't do shit without you.
Susie. Guitar?
A little bit, yeah.
I'll be right there.
Hey, Christmas, what we doing now? You throw another hockey puck at me?
That doesn't feel nice for me either, you know.
Just kidding, I feel nothing. I just like making noises. Oh, sorry, all those slaps you gave me catch up with you, dumbass? Yeah, we share a health bar, idiot. Check your phone's contacts and recent dials. Everything has been deleted. Oh, bastard. That line. The game points us to thinking that's Carol. When they said, I'll be there soon, they didn't say, I'll be at the holiday house soon. More so than night going to the church to make the fountain early. Exactly. Like, okay, I'll do something so that information will be useless in a minute.
And just so you know, me and Chris were in a band. So don't be surprised if I'm pretty good.
You were the drummer. I bet Chris could play it pretty well.
Oops. Sure you want to hear this?
Huh? Yeah, of course, I just always like listening to someone play.
Okay, then check this out. Dude, I actually kind of kicked ass with that one.
Can we get an encore?
Yeah, just for my fans.
Little does it know that its target won't be there, thanks to a certain skeleton. Actually, thanks to, it's actually thanks to the rain. Like, choir was canceled because of the rain. She was just gonna be home alone without the skeleton. Like, her not being at the church was unrelated to meeting Sans at the grocery store.
Shut up, that was the remix. Man, today's been awesome. Not to be weird or anything.
It's not weird at all. I really like hanging out with you too, Susie.
Sweet, maybe we could, like, I don't know, hang out again tomorrow or something. Unless you're busy?
No, I'm not busy, it's just... Tomorrow is, well, it's the festival, Susie.
Oh, yeah,
Would you want to go together?
Aye.
Huh? The lights?
Oh yes, someone had turned them off.
Hello, Mr. Dreamer.
I don't mean to interrupt your schoolwork, but... Is that a snack tray?
Yes, feel free to have some.
Don't mind if I do. I'll just be accidentally interrupting this, but also pushing you closer together. Ooh, cleaning sure does work up an appetite. Figured I'd get in a bite before your mother's home.
Oh, well, there's no rush, you know. She has work, she's not gonna be home for hours.
What do you mean? I just saw her outside the window.
Mom is... Susie, I'm sorry, I think you should...
Whoa.
It just got colder in here?
Hello, Carol.
Mama, you. Get your hands off that guitar.
Whoa. Hey, what's your...
She didn't know, Mom. I was the one who gave her the guitar. I told her to play it. I just wanted to hear it again. It's not a bad person, Mom. Noelle. Meteor. Kitchen now.
Hey, listen. Noelle didn't do anything wrong. It's my fault. I took the guitar and...
Leave.
What?
You are not welcome. Leave. And don't talk to my daughter again.
Hey, I can...
Susie, just go.
Asgore just frozen like, oh. Well, guess who's taking your daughter? To the festival tomorrow, jerk! Boom!
Bitch, you scary. I'll be in the kitchen.
Asgore.
You're going to eat the snack tray. Do it outside.
Yes, Carol.
I think she just doesn't want him making a mess. Like, if you're eating from the whole tray like that, that's just gonna leave crumbs. Now, does that make it look like Carol might be the knight? On a cursory glance, that she was summoned by Chris? Possibly. It does look like that. But look at it from a non-that perspective. She comes in and sees a stranger who, if anything, she's only heard bad rumors about, touching her missing daughter's things that she's very specifically wanted no one touching, not even her family. Of course she wouldn't be happy to see Susie. Of course she'd be quite rude with her. And knowing Carol's personality of wanting everything to stay exactly where it should be, I totally see her crashing, like, just disliking Susie immediately because of that. And also, it's hard not to see Carol's thing there. No reason to enter. Here we go. Felt something like ice on your shoulder. My apologies about just now, Chris. As you know, you are welcome here anytime.
Well, that was awkward. I was up with her mom. Everything was going great until she stepped in. And the room dropped like 5 degrees. The code. Chris, we forgot about the code.
Notice Asgore hearing this.
Damn, it's all her fault.
Holiday family could just do that.
There. Don't don't worry too hard about things. Carol is lovely once you get to know her.
Yeah, I bet.
What are you two up to now?
Asgore did notice when they brought up the code. And I wonder if he's, like, trying to distract them with,
Oh, that's too dangerous for children. You can't be going near there.
we were probably gonna go back to Chris's house.
Ah, I see. Home is where the heart is. May I offer either of you two a cheesed cracker?
You know what? Sure. He sets it on the ground like he knows this is how they're gonna do it. No reaction to any of this. This is completely what Asgore thought would happen.
Delicious, aren't they, Chris?
Chris didn't need a damn part of that. Yeah, actually, thanks.
Ta-ta for now. Have a great day, Chris.
Chris could do goddamned anything in front of Asgore. Asgore would not notice. Matter of fact, the platter lacks snacks.
You need something, Chris?
You okay?
Oh, better than ever. With the festival tomorrow, I'm expecting record sales for my flowers. With a bit of extra cash, I'll be back on my feet, ready to serve my own snack platter for you and Azzy. Might even be some leftovers for your mother.
Outfit?
Ah, yes, Carol and I have been working together. Been funding my flower store, and in exchange... You know, it's funny. Gardening was always my hobby. Never my job, so selling what I grow has been tough.
Time has come to quest for the Minthussy. I ain't go for it if you want it.
Flowers are for people you love. Giving them away just seems natural, doesn't it?
Nothing.
Have a good one, Chris.
Hey, Chris. I didn't want to say it near your dad, but I saw it. I saw it in the guitar. There was a code for the shelter. Didn't get to write it down, but damn it, we were so close to something. Guess we just gotta try again tomorrow. Or the day after. Whenever. Oh, what the hell do we do now? Great, now it's raining. At least your house is close, let's go. Don't wait, don't wait. Especially the don't. Wait, don't. Motherfucker. So normal. I'll kill him. Ugh. That was fun. And where we're gonna have to leave off for today, I'm sorry to say. Went a little over anyways. Partially to make up for, you know, disappearing because of power going out randomly in the middle of it. Ha 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 ha. It wasn't in the middle, it was like an hour in. Whatever. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. Gonna stop the recording for YouTube here. I need to remember to rip the recording, the VOD off Twitch to get the first part, 'cause it's probably corrupted. Shall be missed. Thank you, Bathwater. Thank you so much for coming if you came. If you didn't come, you don't get a thank you. Well, bye, YouTube.